Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagan Lalita Shri Vitaḥ He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriya Vansha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhevacha Patitana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashanta Deshikarane Hare Krishna. So we covered the chapter 8 of the first canto, which was prayers of Kunti Devi. And in the final section, what we saw is how much aggrieved and how much dissatisfied is Mahārāja Yudhiṣṭhira. And he is considering himself responsible for this very colossal loss of lives, human life. And also we see that he is thinking, rather he has made this firm opinion that whatever sin he has performed, it cannot be counteracted. So he is feeling that he has transgressed the path of Dharma. Although he is Dharmaraj personified, he can never ever do that. But because of the overflowing compassion in his heart, coupled by Krishna's special mercy, Krishna did not allow him to be convinced by his even own arguments. Krishna tried to pacify, but Yudhiṣṭhira Maharaj did not accept that. Others also tried to pacify. Who were the others who tried to pacify Yudhiṣṭhira Maharaj? You should remember, we just discussed 2 days back. Ravindra Prabhu, who along with Krishna tried to pacify Yudhiṣṭhira?
Vyasadeva Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Vyasadeva Prabhuji.
Yeah, all the rishis, all the sages headed by Vyasadeva. But still, his heart was not pacified. Why? Because Krishna wanted to glorify Bhīṣmadeva. So we'll begin the 9th chapter, which is the departure or the passing away of Bhīṣmadeva in the presence of Lord Krishna. Narayanam namaskrityam naram cheva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam mudire nashprayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavad sevaya bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtiki. So Sūta Gosvāmī is speaking to the sages. Why is Sūta Gosvāmī speaking to the sages? This chapter begins by Sūta Gosvāmī speaking to the sages. Why Sūta Gosvāmī is speaking all this prayers of Kunti and passing away of Bhīṣmadeva? What connection it has? रम्या, आप बताइए.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी। प्रभु जी, बाकी सारे सेजेस ने जो क्वेश्चन पूछा था कि श्रीमद् भागवतम कैसे शुरू हुआ,
वो तो बता दिया कैसे शुरू हुआ. हाँ, नारद मुनि की प्रेरणा से व्यासदेव को ये संदेश मिला, वो तो हमने पढ़ लिया.
प्रभु जी वो लास्ट क्वेश्चन मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा है।
गणेश,
हरे कृष्ण।
क्या भागवतम सुन रहे हो यार? कहाँ सुन कहाँ रहे? प्रदीप, पूछो आपसे. ये मत बोलना मुझे नहीं पता है. डोंट से दैट आई डोंट नो. यू शुड बी नोइंग. दैट इज द पर्पस ऑफ आवर स्टडी. Then how is the connection intact?
After Narada Muni departure, what did Vyasadeva do?
Vyasadeva went on his Badrik ashram on the banks of Samyak and meditated. Is what he did. What connection he has with Kunti Devi's prayer and the departure of Bhīṣmadeva? Why all this is being spoken about? Sonika's hand is up. Others have lost the connection. Yes, Sonika?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, the sages asked about the leelas of Lord Krishna also. These are in connection of that.
That was in first 6 questions. That is already answered. It is all completed by third chapter. देखो कितनी जल्दी मिक्स हो रहा है. वो 6 क्वेश्चन तो पहले थर्ड चैप्टर तक क्लियर हो गए. लीला अवतार सब, गुना अवतार सब बोल तो दिया. इतनी जल्दी भूल गए. What were the 3 questions? One, of course, Ramya has spoken. The history of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. Then, अब तो बोल दो.
Hare Krishna, मैं बोलूं प्रभुजी?
नहीं, अभी रुको, बाकियों को सोचने तो दो. प्रणव, you should repeat, revise, बाबा. एक बार पैसिव हियरिंग से कुछ नहीं होगा. बोलो, जल्दी बोलो. प्रणव,
Sorry,
हरे कृष्ण.
not remember Prabhuji.
हाँ,
Not remember Prabhuji.
not.
Cannot remind Prabhuji.
Then you should study again. Simple. You should revise. Yes, Dashit.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, one question was also about the speaker.
Yes. But it is not about speaker. Kunti Devi, what she has with the speaker? Forgotten. Yes, Sonika, last try.
Prabhuji, a third question was regarding the listener. So Parikshit Maharaj was the listener, and in what circumstances he got a birth it is the back means it is the setting of scene of his birth, Prabhuji.
Yeah. The question was about Parikshit Maharaj. Second question is about Parikshit Maharaj, his birth, his activities, and his renunciation. So all of these chapters are going in connection with the appearance of Parikshit Maharaj. When did Parikshit Maharaj appear? Only after the birth. We saw that Putra was coming and praying to be saved because Ashwatthama tried to kill the baby in the embryo. So in the same connection, it is continuing. The flow continues on, and now it has come to the passing away of Bhīṣmadeva. Sūta uvāca iti bhītaḥ prajā-drohāt sarva-dharma-vivitsayā tato vinaśanaṁ prāgāt yatra deva-vrato patat. Sūta Gosvāmī said, iti bhītaḥ prajā-drohāt. Continue to speak about Mahārāja Yudhiṣṭhira. And what mind frame is that he's very, very afraid. Why? Because of killing of these subjects, prajā-drohāt. And although he is the dharma personified, he is the religion personified. But he wanted to understand the religion. And to understand the principles of religion, whom he approached deva-vrataḥ. Deva-vrataḥ is another name of Bhīṣmadeva. Sūta Gosvāmī said, being afraid because of having killed so many subjects on the battlefield of Kurukṣetra, Mahārāja went to the scene of massacre. He physically went to Kurukṣetra. This is what Kṛṣṇa wanted. Why? To sarva-dharma-vivitsayā. Vivitsayā is for understanding of all the religious principles. Tato vinaśanaṁ prāgād. Vinaśanaṁ also refers to the place where the fight will occur. That is in Kurukṣetra, Jyotisar. Jyotisar is where Kṛṣṇa spoke. This could be surrounding area. Sūta Gosvāmī said, being afraid because of having killed so many subjects on the battlefield of Kurukṣetra, Mahārāja Yudhiṣṭhira went to the scene of the massacre. There, Bhīṣmadeva was lying on the bed of arrows, about to pass away. So from Hastinapur, being dissatisfied, considering himself the culprit, the person who is guilty of so many mass of men losing their life, and he was thinking that he has been inflicted with such a sin, which cannot be counteracted. So he was inspired. He was inspired by Lord Kṛṣṇa to come to the battlefield. And on the battlefield, what they saw the grandfather Bhīṣma, who was on the bed of arrows, just about getting prepared to leave, although he had been held up for so many days. In the 9th chapter, as it is built by Lord Sri Kṛṣṇa, Bhīṣmadeva will impart instructions to King Yudhiṣṭhira on the subjects of occupational duties. Because Yudhiṣṭhira Maharaj became very bewildered. Bhīṣmadeva will also offer his last prayers to the Lord on the verge of passing away from this mortal world, and thus become liberated from the bondage of further material engagement. Bhīṣmadeva was endowed with the power of leaving his material body at will. Such is his stature, that he had the benediction. No one could kill him. According to his own will, he can leave his body. And his lying down on the bed of arrows was his own choice. This passing away of the great warrior attracted the attention of all the contemporary elites. Elites means spiritual elites, not anyone else. And all of them assembled there to show their feeling of love, respect, and affection for the great soul. So this is the time of departure of Bhīṣmadeva drawing close. And everyone, all the sages, all the saintly person, all the brahmanas, all those who are elite in spiritual understanding, because Bhīṣmadeva is a great devotee, he is a Mahārāja. So everyone wanted to be in that assembly where they would witness the departure of Bhīṣmadeva in the personal presence of the Supreme Lord Kṛṣṇa. And it shows their feeling of love, respect, and affection for the great soul. In spite of Bhīṣmadeva favoring the Kauravas and being their general, the love and respect and affection for Bhīṣmadeva for the rishis and the brahmanas, it never was affected. It never went down. Very important. Spiritual persons, you see how they deal. They don't deal the person with one or two instances. They see his entire life. Otherwise, why a rishi or a sage will be coming? Why the demigods would want to come? Because Bhīṣmadeva was representing the side of the Kauravas. But they knew what is the spiritual position of Bhīṣmadeva. So all the Pandavas, led by Mahārāja Yudhiṣṭhira, they all wanted to come to the battlefield to see how much of loss has been made. And there they met their grandfather Bhīṣmadeva on the final verge of his passing away. Tadate vratara sarve shad asveshvarna bhushite anavagachan rather vipra vinaśanaṁ. So all these Pandavas, all these brothers, all of them, they were seated on the chariots. At that time, all his brothers, talking about Mahārāja Yudhiṣṭhira and all his brothers, followed him on beautiful chariot drawn by first class horses. Ashve means the horses, and Shat Ashve means the first class horses. Swarna Bhushita, decorated with gold ornaments. They followed one after the other, all the brothers, on the chariots. And along with them were Vipraha. Vipra means the Brahmanas. Vyasa, Kila Vyasadeva. Dhaumya. Dhaumya is another sage who is very dear to Vyasadeva. Adaya. Adaya means, and many other such saints and priests. They all assembled. Bhagavan api viprarishe ratena sa dhananjaya sate vyarochata nipa uvera eva ruhyake. So, O sage among the Brahmanas, son of Śrī Sūta Gosvāmī continuing, Lord Kṛṣṇa, the personality of Godhead, also followed. Followed whom? Who is following whom?
Pandavas.
Sorry?
Kṛṣṇa is following Pandavas.
Kṛṣṇa is following?
Pandavas.
Yeah. Led by Mahārāja Yudhiṣṭhira. Actually, the lead has been taken by Mahārāja Yudhiṣṭhira. So Kṛṣṇa, see the Supreme Lord. He's just become, subservient. And he has failed in his mission to pacify Yudhiṣṭhira Maharaj. And they are all approaching whom? Bhīṣmadeva. That Bhīṣmadeva is going to define or give the discourse and the understanding of actually what is Dharma. To whom? Dharmaraj personified, Mahārāja Yudhiṣṭhira. O sage amongst the Brahmanas, Saunaka, Lord Shri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, also followed, seated on a chariot with Arjuna. Thus King Yudhiṣṭhira appeared very aristocratic, like Kuvera, surrounded by his companion, the Guhyakas. So these are on the Kuberas and the Guhyakas and the Rakshas, Rakshasas, and the Kinnars and the Chamaras. And of course, other than that are the Devas. So all of them are the denizens of the heavenly planets. So it is reflecting the opulence and the grandeur of Mahārāja Yudhiṣṭhira. He was the crown king of the entire universe. The Lord Krishna wanted Pandavas to be present before Bhīṣmadeva in the most aristocratic order, so that he might be pleased to see them happy at the time of his death. So Krishna, in a way, influenced the Pandavas to be in a very, very royal way, in a very royal outfit, in a very opulent way, that they approach Bhīṣmadeva, so that the grandfather Bhīṣmadeva could witness the grandeur and the opulence of the Pandavas. And his heart is known to Krishna. Krishna knows that in his heart, he has so much of affection for the Pandavas, and he'll be very happy. He'll be ecstatic to see the Pandavas in the supreme position, so that he might be pleased to see them at the time of his death. Kuvera is the richest of all demigods, and that herein it is said King Yudhiṣṭhira appeared like him, indicate that the possession along with Shri Krishna was quite appropriate to the royalty of King Yudhiṣṭhira. So it's such a majestic and in a such an opulent way. The Pandavas are approaching grandfather Bhīṣma. Drishtva nipatitam bhauma divas achyutam ivamaram pranemo pandava bhishmam sanuga sachakrina. Seeing him, Bhīṣma, lying on the ground like a demigod fallen from the sky, the Pandav king Yudhiṣṭhira, along with his younger brothers and Lord Krishna, bowed down before him. The first thing, as soon as they came in the range of the sight of Bhīṣmadeva, all of them, along with Lord Krishna, all of them bowed down. They paid their obeisances. Lord Krishna was the younger cousin of Mahārāja Yudhiṣṭhira, as well as the intimate friend of Arjuna. But all the family members of the Pandavas knew Lord Krishna as the supreme personality of Godhead. The Lord, although conscious of his supreme position, always behaved according to human customs. And he also bowed down before the dying Bhīṣmadeva, as if he were one of the younger brothers of King Yudhiṣṭhira. Tatra Brahma Rishya Sarve deva-vrishya saktama raja-rishya tatrasan drishtam bharata pungava. So see who all came. Tatra Brahma Rishya Sarve. Not just one Brahma Rishi. Sarve, all the Brahma Rishis, they all assembled there. Then deva-vrishis. Deva-vrishis are those who are amongst the demigods. Then raja-rishis. You know what is the difference between Raj-rishi, Deva-rishi and Brahma-rishi? Who will answer? All of them. All of them came. Who is the Brahma-rishi? All you mentioned, na? Brahma-rishi, Deva-rishi and Raj-rishi. And see the sequence, the chronology in which it is ranked. The Brahma-rishi is the highest position. Brahma-rishi means that he has reached the perfection of even going to the topmost planet, which is the Brahmaloka, the highest planet in the material existence. And only those persons are allowed to go, those who have perfected self-realization. So that is the Brahma Rishi. Then what is the Deva Rishi? Deva Rishi means the sage or the Rishi, which are representing the Devas. Among the Devas, one who is the Rishi, one who is the sage. Among the demigods, the most saintly person. And the Raj Rishi is amongst the humans, in particular amongst the kings. The Brahma Rishi, Deva Rishi, and the Raj Rishi, everyone, no one wanted to miss out this opportunity. Just to see the chief of the descendants of King Bharat, Bhīṣma, all the great souls of the universe, namely the Rishis amongst the demigods, Brahmanas, and kings, all situated in the quality of goodness, were assembled there. The Rishis, those who have attained perfection by spiritual achievement, such spiritual achievement can be earned by all, whether one is a king or a mendicant. Bhīṣmadeva himself was also one of the Brahma Rishis and the chief of the descendants of King Bharata. All Rishis are situated on the quality of goodness. All of them assembled there on hearing the news of the great warriors impending there. So name is mentioned, who all came. First is which one? First is which one of the Rishis? Simple.
Brahma Rishi.
Brahma Rishis. First the Brahma Rishis. Who are they? Parvata Muni, Parvato Narado Dhamyo, Bhagavan Badarayana, Bharatvasho Bharadvaja, Sashishyo Renukasuta, Vashishta Indra Pramadas, Rito Grasta Madosutta, Takshiva Gautamo Rishishcha, Kaushiko Ata Sandarshana. All these sages like Parvat Muni, Narad, Bhaumya, Vyasa, the incarnation of Godhead, Brihat Siva, Bharadwaj, Parshunam, the disciples, Vashisht, Indra Pramad, Rita, Grihastha Mada Asif, Kakshima, Gautama, Atri, Kaushika, and Sudarshana were present. So many names are given. The big purport of the names. I will not read it. I will stop here. Exactly 9. I'm having a short class. Feeling very tired. I have to take a rest. So we see how glorious is going to be the departure of Bhīṣmadeva. That all the topmost sages from all the lokas, from all the planets, everyone has assembled. No one wants to miss out on such a rare opportunity. It reminds me of when we went to Vrindavan for the Samadhi of Guru Maharaj. No one wanted to miss. This is there, you see. This is the confirmation that the personality is so dear to Krishna. Because Krishna arranges that at his departure time, it is so glorious that no one wants to miss. Why? Because he has served and pleased the Supreme Lord in his life. So we see the glorious position of Bhīṣmadeva mentioned in this opening verses of the 9th chapter. Hare Krishna. I'll stop here. If you have any question, please ask. Or any discussion. Your hand is up, Sonika?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, you talked about the Rajrishi. Rajrishi, like Janak was also a Rajrishi.
Among the humans, those who are rishis.
So they are
Yeah.
king
Rishis
also.
yeah. Basically, the kings, saintly kings.
Prabhuji,
They are on the earthly planets. The earthly planets. Deva rishis, those who are in the deva-vratas. And Brahma rishis, very high. They even go to the Brahma lokas. Very, very close.
so Prabhuji, after Mahabharata
Even the sages from the Brahma lok, they came down. Why? To witness the departure of Bhīṣmadeva. They didn't want to miss out. Even those who have perfected, Malok means the highest perfection. One is not a devotee, not a devotee, but most of them, they become devotee in the Brahma lok. So Brahma ji is what? Brahma is the Acharya. What is your next question?
So Prabhuji, after Mahabharata, it was told that except Pandavas, no one was remaining. Everyone was killed. So how any Rajrishi can
Come again?
remain? Prabhuji, after Mahabharata,
Yeah, little louder.
after
Yeah.
after Mahabharata, all kings except Pandavas were killed. So
Where is
how?
the king now? So you see where the kings are being mentioned. The list is of all the sages. I mentioned the list. You see the list?
Yes, Prabhuji, there it is not mentioned.
Yeah. Kings were all the Kshatriyas were slain. All the sinful Kshatriyas were all slain. See? Parvato Narado Dhaumyo Bhagavan Badarayana Priyadasvo Bhardvaja Sasishyo Renuka Sutta. Who is Renuka Sutta?
Lord Parshuram.
Yes, Parshuram. So who were these? Vasishta, Indra Pramadas, then Takshivan, Gautama, Atrishta. These are all sages. Kaushiko, Atastu Darshana. You see, all the sages like the Parvata Muni, Narad, Dhaumya. What to speak of just Rajrishi? These are all Deva Rishis and Brahma Rishis. Vyasa, Brihatsava, Bhardwaj, Parshuram, the disciples, Vasishta, Indra-pramada, Trita, Vitasmada, Ashita, Takshivan, Gautam, Atri, Kaushik, Sandarshana. All these are great sages. Very, very renounced, very advanced. Then again it will come. It's a long description of who all came. We will go through it. Maybe by tomorrow or one more day. But who all came in the assembly of the departure of Bhīṣmadeva? The Lord himself is coming. How glorious is the position of Bhīṣmadeva. That we will see. Further verses, it is all glories about Bhīṣmadeva and his intimate relationship with Lord Krishna. Very, very intimate and personal relationship with Lord Krishna. Okay, anything else to discuss? Your hand is again up.
Prabhuji,
Yeah.
Prabhuji, there's no question. Just I reminded one thing. You told that Vishnudev was having a glorious departure. Similarly, in Chaitanya Leela, Haridas Thakur was also having the same glorious departure.
He is an acharya. From him, the Tirobhav Divas has started. Mahaprabhu showed how the Tirobhav Divas is to be organized. Mahaprabhu took his body, his transcendental body in his arms. That is what his Pranam mantra is. Swa anke nanarthiya. Swa anke nanarthiya. That Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his own lap, his own arms, he lifted the body of Haridas Thakur and he danced. And he made everyone accept the Mahafeast. And he said, whoever observes this festival, he will receive my love. That is why we must observe the Avirbhav and Tirobhav of the Acharyas. If we really are serious to receive their mercy. One devotee, my teacher was telling me, on the other days, the Acharya's mercy is in pipeline. But on the appearance and disappearance day, it is on the tap. You just uncap and it will flow. It continue to flow. Up to us, whether we are inclined to receive it or not. Okay? Anyone else? What about others? Where is the participation? बोर हो गए क्या अभी से ही? क्या सुनोगे भागवत? मैं 10th canto पढ़ रहा हूँ. I'll show you one verse. That verse has so much inspired me. I mean, unbelievable verse. Want to see? Don't remain, indifferent. If your personal reading must continue. अगर नहीं करोगे तो भगवान नहीं दिखाएंगे. और अगर पढ़ोगे तो जो पढ़ चुके हैं उसी में सारे, there will be so many gems. I shared this verse with 2 days back with Amog Lila Prabhu. He came to meet me in my office and he was so elated. And we exchanged, मैं said हमारा friendship यही है. If you read something very inspirational, you share to me. And if I get something very inspirational from the Shastra, I share with you. With 2-3 devotees, I have this friendship. Friendship is basically based on Shastra, nothing else. No other interest. What else is interest? It is all useless. That is what you should develop. That is bodhihanta parasparam. That anything that you find inspirational, I tell you, one devotee told me, he has a pairing with another devotee. He says, I've told you also, that whenever he goes somewhere with the deities, he does not pray for himself. He prays for his friend. And the friend prays for him. And that is why Kṛṣṇa reciprocates fast. Because this is selfless prayer. It is not selfish, self-centered prayer. That should be the basis. That is how relishment will come in life. Otherwise, everything is all useless, pale, repetitive, bored. Find amongst you, you should develop this kind of friendship. Not interested in what is ahar, nidra, bhayna. You are interested only in where is the rasa. You want to see the rasa? Continuous rasa. See. Oh, good. No, not this one. One second. I don't know. I had kept this for my Janmashtami lectures. Anyway, I will share with you. But it's not opening. Okay. I found these 2 verses, so I thought that this Janmashtami I will speak on these verses. if I get opportunity. There are 2 classes scheduled. 20th is Punjabi Bagh and 22nd is our temple. If I happen to get chance, then I'll speak. It is not opening. Twice I tried. It is showing different words. Okay. But that is in the 10th canto. And we have begun in the 1st canto. After hearing and coming to the 10th canto, you will be amazed to see the eagerness, the utkantha, and the cheshta of Mahārāja Parikshit. This is what someone who is really hearing and relishing Bhagavatam. Now we are forgetting it. क्या है रविंदर, क्या सोए नहीं हो क्या 2-3 दिन से? हाँ, क्या शक्ल बना रखी है? ऐसे क्या भागवत सुनोगे? सो भी रहे तो जग जाना चाहिए. परीक्षित महाराज ने कहा कि there is not even any resemblance of sleep. 7 days and 7 nights. Is that there is no hunger, there is no thirst. No thirst is only there to hear Krishna Katha. Okay. So keep hearing. पढ़ते रहो. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, time नहीं है. Time is there. 24 hours सबके पास है. Up to us how to utilize or waste it. और बोलो. और कुछ है? This you should develop. Even it is there everywhere. You either you are studying Bhagavad Gita or you are studying Krishna book, or even if you are studying Prabhupada's small book. There is a reservoir, a huge bottomless portion of rasa. Up to you how much you are able to extract, and as you share, it will expand. Hare Krishna. I am stopping. I don't see any genuine inquiry from your side. Only Sonika was inquiring. Hare Krishna. There is one more verse which Purushottam has sent. I have not seen it. I'll hear and post it. It is reminding us that maybe that little one will be able to reach before Janmashtami. I don't know how many of you are sincerely attempting. Where is Manoram? He's dropped. Hare Krishna. Okay. Today Dayashil called. So Sunday, instead of Sunday, you please come on Monday. Sunday I'll be busy. It's 7. Then 2 minutes में बात कर रहा हूँ class में. So instead of coming on Sunday, please come on Monday. Monday is Lord Balram's appearance day. And we will have Abhishek at 10:30 and class from 8:15. So try to come to hear the glories of Lord Balram. Okay. Thank you very much. Srimad